Hello everybody, this is Darth Lord 1997 here with a video game review for Godzilla Save the Earth, the PS2 and Xbox Live. I'm doing a review for the PS2 version, so keep that in mind. Now, there are a few modes for this. There's Action Mode, which is basically like Adventure Mode from Destroy All Monsters Melee. Versus Mode, where you can pick a monster you want to play as and find another one. Melee, which unlike in the GameCube version of Destroy All Monsters, it actually has Melee where you can play just like against yourself, and the rest, like you could play as you, and the rest are computers, where in Destroy All Monsters Melee, it had to be 2 players. Survival Mode, self-explanatory. Challenges, which is new, where it's, once again, self-explanatory. Multiplayer, where you can turn on 2 players. Purchase items, where you can purchase, like again, earn points in Action Mode to purchase items. Gallery, which is like concept art. And Godzilla Final Wars, which is concept art for the movie Godzilla Final Wars. And options and profiles. Now, this game is actually pretty much a sequel to the previous game, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, and it's basically an improved version. So let's get on to the monsters. And here's the monster screen. Some returning monsters from the previous game are Godzilla 2000, Godzilla 90s, Anguirus, Gigan, Megalon, Rodan, Mechagodzilla 2, King Ghidorah, Destroyer, Orga, Mecha King Ghidorah, and Mechagodzilla 3 from the Xbox version. Some new monsters that are playable are Mechagodzilla, Mothra, who was an airstrike in the previous game, Baragon, Jet Jaguar, Mogira, and Space Godzilla. Versus mode is basically the same thing as it was in Destroy All Monsters Melee. Well, since I already explained that, so I'm not going to explain it again. Some of the some of the new monsters are really cool, like Mothra and Jaguar. All these monsters are cool and fun to play as. All the previous monsters are just basically the same thing as they were in Destroy All Monsters Melee. However, their rages, like when you collect a rage power-up, some of their rages are different. Like Godzilla 90s. Godzilla 90s, in the previous game, his was the same as Godzilla 2000's. Create a big explosion. However, this time it was changed to like this nuclear breath or something. And Anguirus is changed to like form a rolling ball and scatter all over the place, where this time he turned into, or in the previous one, he turned into a ball, launched up in the air, and shot lasers everywhere. So that's basically like some changes that this game made, which is I really think is good. Now let's take a look at the new arena. Okay, for arenas, here's Tokyo, and actually there's a globe there which actually shows you where the area is. The black is the continent and the blue is the sea. There's Tokyo, New York, San Francisco, Osaka, London, Boston, Monster Island, Seattle, Los Angeles, Mothership, Tokyo Bay, Manhattan, Golden Gate, Osaka North, London East, Boston East, Monster Island Bay, which is basically I don't get why they added that. It's just Monster Island, but like the boundaries are closer. I don't get it. By the way, yes, you can switch from day to night. Seattle North, LA South, and the boxing ring, which is everything you unlock by purchasing them, not like by playing as a certain monster and beating an Action Mode like in the previous game. So now let's take a look at gameplay. Okay, here's gameplay. I'm playing as Godzilla 2000, and Mechagodzilla 3 is a computer. As you can see, different from Destroy All Monsters Melee, when you charge your breath all the way, it doesn't go all the way down. You can actually like do it full charge multiple times, actually, which is really a big improvement. The reason why Kiryu is not fighting really good is because I have it set to easy. That was epic. Now, Also, some other changes, as you can see, the graphics are much better than Destroy All Monsters Melee. But fighting moves are basically the same. However, as you could, like I already mentioned, the graphics are better. Arenas, the looks of the arenas have been changed. Like the lava thing you see there in the background, lava area, like right here. In the original, you had to like break a border to get to it, which now you don't. The KO is different. Just hang on a sec. As you can see, as soon as I knocked him out, it would have immediately said KO. But this time you had to like wait a few seconds before it says it. As you can see, they kept the annoying next round. Alright. Oh, here's something new. The beam. If your two beams combined, you can get into a beam fight, which I have no idea how to control. I guess it's just luck. Alright, let's take a look at the challenge. Alright, here's challenges. Battleships, where the descriptions are up above, but I'll read them. Destroy buildings for points. Ball basketballs, where you like play basketball with other monsters. Osaka Crunch, where you have to destroy 70% of Osaka. Monster Bowling, which is you knock down monsters like bowling. Demolition, where you destroy San Francisco. Asteroid Field, where you play as Mogera through space and blast through asteroids and beat Space Godzilla. UFO Attack, which is UFOs attack the pyramid building and you have to stop them. Clone Attack, where Jet Jaguar gets cloned and you have to destroy both of them before he destroys you. Monster Roundup, where self-explanatory. Undersea Battle, where you play as Godzilla and swim under the sea and fight Ibera. Military Submarines, and the Vortex. Yeah, the Vortex return in this game. The Vortex sub. Replicator, where you have to defeat Mecha King Ghidorah and his clones. Mothership, where you defeat Orga's 3 stages, which is his UFO mode, his alien-looking mode, and his normal mode. Now, I'll show you what Asteroid Field is. As you can see, it's actually kind of something that only this game has done. This game's sequel, Godzilla Unleashed, doesn't have challenge modes, and Destroy All Monsters Melee doesn't have challenge modes. So, this is basically the only Godzilla game that has challenge modes that are cool like this. Yeah, that means like a turn, like turn. Yeah, that alarm means turn. Alright, now let's take a look at other things in this game. Okay, here's Melee mode.
Monsters, fight!
As you can see, it's basically an aerial view, which I actually think is kind of annoying. Yeah, it helps you see everybody better, but it's kind of one of my complaints. So, as you can see, it's basic. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing as Destroy All Monsters Melee. I never really played actual Melee mode. So, you guys tell me in the comments. Alright, now we'll move on to my complaints for this game. Okay, here are some of my complaints. The option to turn off the military has been gone. The single player destruction mode has been gone, even though you can use like challenge mode as a substance. Some of the scrapped monsters I read about in this game made me a little bit upset. And a lot of the abilities characters have in the movies aren't available in this game. Such as Space Godzilla's ability to turn into a flying saucer, or whatever you call it. There's also Mecha King Ghidorah's ability to shoot out this thing to electrocute you, and some other stuff like that. Most of my complaints have already been explained, like Mothra has no rage, but I found out because that's for movie accuracy. Mothra's a peace-loving monster. So I hope that all answers most of the complaints you guys have. Also, I wish they could have added a little more monsters, even though, hey, they updated it. And at least they gave us a fair amount of monsters in the next game, Godzilla Unleashed. So that's it for my complaints of this game. And that's it for this review. This is Darth Lord 1997 saying goodbye and have a nice day.